Hey guys, welcome to episode 8 of the Go-to-game show. This is where Jack and I catch up every week. It's basically our only opportunity under the current circumstances to catch up, have a chat, talk about what we've been up to, and a bit of gaming news and give our opinions on it. And every week we are joined by another guest. And this week we're joined by Liddles.
Hello.
Well, what I should say is we're joined by the official New Zealander, Liddles.
Yeah, newly instated. Thanks for having me.
No worries.
So if anyone wants to know what the joke behind that is we ran a campaign for EA over the last month, and due to the circumstances, we had to split the influences across Australia and New Zealand into different teams. And Little's living in New Zealand, I just went, "You're a Kiwi now."
Yeah. People were teasing me, like in good jest. They were giving me a lot of teasing. Traitor, all kinds of things. It was funny.
Yeah. What I found fun was accusing you of being the one that was causing the Kiwis to lose on purpose.
I saw that. Like, you're in my channel going, "Sure, bro," and then in, was it Dylan's channel or another one? You're like, "Liddles is throwing." I'm like, "No, I'm not."
Liddles is throwing it. I was actually watching all of you guys at the same time because I jump into Liddles is totally throwing this, and then I heard you go, "Who said that?"
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I was really good at the football mode.
It was Rocket Arena.
Yeah, it was wonderful. It was a fun campaign.
Yeah. Did you actually enjoy the game?
Genuinely did. Especially, like I said, the football mode for Rocket Arena. That was where I really shone. Dylan was really good at the capture the flag one. Yeah. And then Laurie, she was really good at the treasure one. We all had our bits that we were really good at.
I tell you what, there's a reason why Team New Zealand did not do as well as Team Australia in that first week, and it was actually because both Sam and Dark Viper were on the pre-event, so they got a week up on you guys learning how to play it.
I thought so. Like, they were way better than us. Yeah. Like, the night before, I did like 3 hours of practice because I really wanted to, do well. Yeah. And so I was going in it feeling pretty confident, and in that first game, they just completely slapped us.
Yeah,
it was hard, but we had a good time, definitely.
Yeah. Hey, so Jack, what have you been up to this week?
Oh, GTA roleplay. Every week.
Yeah.
Every week's the same. But we did some more VR stuff, which was cool. I'm hoping to get a a steering wheel soon again, so then I can.
I saw you share the other day.
Rally.
Logitech got a new one coming out that you looked pretty hyped about.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they haven't brought out a steering wheel in quite a while, and they've got I think it's the G920 coming out. And then like the G929 or some other random numbers.
Their stuff's a bit more affordable than the Thrustmaster stuff now, right?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Logitech, their wheels have always been like still really good, but definitely a lot more affordable than the Thrustmaster stuff. Yeah.
Well, you remember though back in the day, like especially around like the PS2 era, Thrustmaster stuff was cheap as hell. Like you could pick up a steering wheel for under $100.
Yeah.
And I was shocked when we were doing some work with Thrustmaster a year or so ago, and the steering wheels were like upwards of like $600 to $1,000 for a wheel. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
There's like $1,200 to $1,500 just wheels and pedals.
Yeah, it's like full on F1 spec though.
Good grief.
Yeah. They're really like the quality of them is insane though. Like the build quality for one is crazy, and like the way it works, all the mechanics in it, all the motors and stuff. It feels real.
Yeah, I got a mate back in New Zealand who. He bought one of the Thrustmaster ones, and he actually took the pedals apart and reconfigured them so that they press down like real cars, because most of them press away as opposed to down.
Yeah.
I
guess something where they can do it right. They do feel weird, like when you drive with the pedals on a steering wheel setup. Like it feels a lot different than a car because of the way like your foot goes down, instead of sort of going in.
In saying that, the force feedback in the home wheels and stuff is so much better than they used to be. Like, I remember it was basically just vibrating, and you'd go and play like Daytona at the arcade, and it had the full-on force feedback, and you're like, man, I wish I could have this at home.
Yeah, it definitely has it at home now. The worst part is that it's so good that it's like if you're holding onto it, like it'll full throw you. Like it's crazy. And like all monitors are like shaking and shit. It's so good. But yeah, just that and I've been playing Fall Guys. I played Fall Guys last night for the first time. And that is hilariously fun.
Oh, that's been amazing to watch. Have you played it yet, Liddles?
No, I'm so out of the loop. All I've seen is Dylan's made a jelly bean controller. I haven't actually seen anything yet. What is it? Is it like a singing based?
For those watching that want to know who Dylan is, that Liddles keeps talking about, it's actually it's Rudism. So,
Dylan.
Yeah, jelly beans.
Yeah, right. Like what is it? The game?
It's just like you join a map and there's 60 other players, and it's kind of like Wipeout. You know that show Wipeout where you've got to like just go between all the obstacles and stuff. It's pretty much just that. And there's 5 rounds, but it starts off as 60, and like the first round, you've got to get to the end and get through the little check marker, like the little the gate or whatever you would call it. No, it's not timed, but when you first start, there's 60 players, but it only takes like 40 players through to round 2.
Oh, okay. So it's like marbles where you could be knocked out on the level? Oh, okay. Like marbles.
But like when you fall off, you just go back to the start. So there's like some of them are you got like these big seesaws, and then like when you jump on it, it'll move. So if like more people jump on one side, it flips like that. And then like so then they're like this in the middle, and then you got to try and get across them and like manage, and then jump across and run to the next bit. And then there's like one big seesaw, then the next one there's like 3 seesaws, and like then all the maps are just completely different. And
so you got to like work together, hold.
Yeah, work together, but also
at the same time,
try and screw everyone else over at the same time. Yeah, it's so good, because then you get to like round 2, and then there's like soccer, and like in some of them as well, and then there's one that like there's like 4 different teams, different colors, and then one like a few people on your team, and all the other teams have like a tail. And you can run and like grab the other person and steal their tail, and it's like whatever team at the end of like 2 minutes has like the most tails on their team.
Wow.
It's really cool.
A lot of fun.
It's really fun. If you've got like 3 or 4 people, like you can jump in like Discord with or some chat with them and then play. Like it's so much fun. I played it last night for like 4 hours. It was actually really fun. So I didn't win. Got close, but my god. It's so stressful too. Like it's one of those games that's like frustratingly fun. But yeah,
and like things can go wrong very easily. Like it can change very quickly. Yeah.
Because one of the last levels is there's like 6 to 8 players depending on how many's left. But then it's little hexagons, but like there's like 6 different levels, and when you jump on the hexagon to the next one, it disappears. Like those maps where whichever one you touch, a few seconds later it disappears. So then you're you're on the top layer and you're running around trying to stay up as long as you can. Then you fall down and you got to stay up as long as you can. But then there's like 8 players running around, and like they might cut your area off, and then the only option is to jump down. Like, oh my god,
sounds chaotic.
Yeah, very chaotic, but very fun. It's all just it's all super colorful and everything as well. So
yeah, their social media as well. They've been doing so well. Have you been seeing them on Twitter? Incredible. They've been giving away like a lot of codes and.
Yeah, because I was watching it and I was like, oh, it's just one of those games, right, that they're just hyping it up and maybe like I might enjoy it or whatever. And I kind of just didn't really give it a second thought. I had a lot of other stuff going on. So I was like, cool. Then I just kept seeing it and seeing it and seeing it. And then it kind of like, I was like, stop tweeting. Like, you're annoying me now. But like, I'm not even following you and I'm seeing so much of your shit. Like, can you stop? But then I actually was just like, no, let's have a look. Let's read what they're talking about. Because I wasn't even reading. I was just seeing it. Yeah, and I was like, just shut up. And then I went through and I read it, and I was like, they're actually pretty funny. Like, whoever's running
their social media's on point, right?
They're doing an incredible job. Because it's one of those games, like, they can just do whatever they want, right? Like, they own the game. You know, they've got a lot of support. But, like, the people that work in there, like, they own the game, and they can just tweet whatever they want about their game. Like, who gives a shit?
Yeah, that's having fun.
Yeah, and then I was like, oh, fine, I'll check it out. And then a few other people I seen were playing it, and I was like, let's get it and we'll play it. It was like $30 or something, and I was like, whatever.
Oh, that's not bad.
So I got it and I played it last night. And I'm like, I want to play this with more people, like just different groups of people. I think it would be a different experience.
I tell you what annoyed me about this game though is all the PR stuff, because we get PR emails like on a daily basis, and quite often you just know the brands that it's just an indie game and it's not necessarily going to be a good one. Every now and then I'll sort of check out those emails, but turns out that I had missed something like 5 different emails about this game and offering me free codes and stuff for the beta, and I missed all of them.
Yeah, same. Because we had until the weekend to reply, and I missed out, unfortunately. But it looks like I should just buy it. Sounds like a lot of fun.
It is fun. It is very fun. Because if just say you're streaming as well, like if you join, then you're gonna say like I'm joining now, and then everyone in your chat can join, and they can probably be in the same lobby as you anyway. So like even if you've got the four people you're playing with, it's kind of like PUBG back in the day, right? Like people could join your game and get into your game. They might not be able to be in your comms or whatever, but or in your squad, but they'll still be able to join and have some fun. So anyway, we talked about too much about Fall Guys.
Yeah. Well, this week myself, I've spent most of the week just preparing for the webinar we did yesterday.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. We did that.
Yes. Yeah, so we did the webinar yesterday, so on Thursday. And it was really good. Turned out really well. It was awesome having Darren from AEL. He shared a heap of information about how brands can work with esports and get involved, and gave some awesome examples. Then we had Ricky from Twitch, and he was awesome. He actually shared a lot of behind the scenes information on how brands sort of have done things and how it's affected their income and all that sort of thing. It was amazing. And then of course Jack shared his experiences working with Maxibon and Shred Life. It's great. It was an awesome experience to do that, and I think we're going to look at probably doing a few more webinars as well. But one thing that we actually got on social, a lot of streamers and YouTubers, especially upcoming ones, actually hit us up and were like, hey, would you do something like this for us rather than for companies? So
I had a few people ask me as well.
Yeah, so something I think we'll definitely consider. But anyone watching this, if there's something you'd like to see us do a webinar on and get some speakers along, let us know. Drop a comment or tweet us at goto.game and let us know what you'd like to see in a webinar, and we'll throw something together.
Because there's a few people I reckon we could hit up, that maybe with another company or whatever, but just sort of all come together and try and do something cool for
that could be quite cool, I reckon, if we manage to get some people from other companies as well together. But also getting some cool streamers as well to talk about how they've sort of worked with brands and expanded their reach and all that sort of thing.
Yeah, I'd be really keen. Keen to that for sure. But Liddles, tell us about yourself. Who are you? What do you do? What's going on in your background there? You got a lot going on.
There's a lot. Do you think it's too much? Because I've just redone everything.
Look, you know what? Your stuff looks more organized than mine.
It's amazing. Like a basketball arcade. It's incredible. But I don't know. I'm Liddles. I'm a variety streamer. I've just moved from Australia to New Zealand just before the pandemic hit. I classify myself as a variety streamer, but I do a lot of RuneScape for someone who's variety.
Yes.
Yeah.
Woo! I still have all your stuff, Jack. You're not quitting. I'm holding on to it when you come back.
No way. Just sell it. Buy yourself something nice.
Always
I don't even know. You know what? When you messaged me this week and you were like, oh, I'll jump on if it's before double XP, and I was like, double XP.
Empty.
Oh, shit. All right, I guess I'll have to play this weekend again.
I don't know if you know this, Liddles. Do you know Jack used to take time off work for double XP?
No.
Yes.
No.
I used to take off the Friday and the Monday.
Yeah, he would hit me up. He'd be like, "Hey, next week I need to take Friday and Monday off." And I was like, "It's double XP weekend, isn't it?"
Wow, the dedication.
Yeah, that's when it was when they just did it over the 72 hours. And I would
Oh,
stream
yeah, you
like
gotta rush.
65 hours or some shit in those
Oh
days.
my god. Yeah, when you did like mining, I remember that. Oh
Yeah.
wow. Yeah.
Yep. It was
No
wild.
wonder you
You know, I
burned
miss
out.
my sister's baby shower because Double XP was on one of the weekends as well.
That's amazing.
Yeah, for my nephew. Like Alicia and like the kids went up, but I was like, yeah, no, I can't. I gotta work. My sister was like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, no worries. I was sitting at home just like doing herb or something at Slumby.
You also streamed the entire thing as well when you were doing those as well.
Yeah.
It's a big weekend for streaming. Yeah, I usually do. Like, have you seen my cosplays, Jack?
Mm-hmm.
And I've done the real bad ones. I do these like scuffed cosplay of whatever pet I'm trying to get in the game. And like last one, all I had, like, I'm gonna make for construction pet. I'm just gonna make a dollhouse or buy a Barbie dream house and get some like yellow stockings, and that's Baby Yaga. Like, they're really scuffed. Sorry, Fit, probably no idea what we're talking about.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I tell you what, the only thing I do know about RuneScape is what's his name? I tweeted you the other day about it.
Soldier Boy.
Yeah, Soldier Boy is now playing RuneScape on Twitch.
Old school RuneScape, but we'll let it pass.
Yeah. I saw the tweet and I was like, my God, Fid.
I honestly, when I found out, I was like, how hilarious would it be to see Liddles and him play together? Like, that would be so funny.
It would be fantastic.
It would be amazing. Yeah.
He's been killing it though. He's been
so well.
like, he's so cooked. When you watch him play, he just walks around and he's like, "Oh, who's got the new drip for me?" And people just give him like heaps of expensive shit.
Yeah,
but he can't even wear it.
Yeah,
and it's so good. He's just getting given all this shit, and he's just walking around and doing like nothing, and it's fantastic.
Yeah,
at least he's got genuine drip in the game, unlike his real game.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, true.
We'll have to jump in his chat one day, and we'll be like, "Oh, so have you ever heard of Liddles?" And he'll be like, "Liddles."
Stop it. That
get him on RS3 streamer. Yeah. Get him onto RS3. That's what we want.
That would be great.
Yep.
So how did you get into streaming, Liddles?
So I started on YouTube actually. Long time ago. That was when we first met, Jack, I think. You were doing Minecraft and I was doing RuneScape YouTube videos. And I had terrible internet, but my favorite part of doing YouTube videos was like replying to comments and stuff and talking to people. I was like terrible at editing. I was actually terrible at YouTube. It took me way too long to do anything. So when I could finally, I was on like one upload, which was good enough to stream RuneScape. But yeah, I just transitioned to streaming because that was my favorite part, the interaction, just having a laugh with people. That was, I don't even know how long ago. 4 years ago-ish, give or take. I switched over.
You've done amazing in that 4 years. Like, you've got to the point where people are consistently stealing your content now on Twitch.
Really? Well, actually, no, I can think of a few. Yeah, no.
You've got to be the only Australian streamer that I've seen in the last couple of years, actually tweeting about, can you people help me report the stream because this person's literally stealing my content and streaming it.
Yeah, no, that's that's a whole new kettle of fish. That's do we want to go down that rabbit hole?
Let's just do it.
So that's not like other content creators stealing my content.
No.
In that way. It's like it's this guy from Russia who has stolen my VODs and other streamers as well, more on the old school category. And they basically they steal the VOD and they pretend that I'm quitting RuneScape because I've died. I'm getting a lawsuit from Jagex. I'm just quitting for the sake of it. And they put a link in the description saying find out why I'm quitting and doing this big giveaway in my bank. And it's crazy.
What
and then
the
people
hell?
click on the link and then it directs them to a fake forum where they had to put in their RuneScape name, password, and bank PIN number for their the PIN in the game.
Oh my god!
And they do it to see like why I've died or why I've quit or whatever reason. And then they get hacked, and then the person steals all their stuff and then sells it for real life money. And this guy is making more money than I do on streaming. He makes like 10K a week just doing it. It's insane.
Just
That's
stealing your
crazy.
Not just mine,
You-
but yeah.
stealing your likeness to.
Mhm.
That's insane.
It's been going on for a really long time. Maybe for me, like a year, 2 years.
Yeah.
They stopped
Holy
for a while,
shit.
but they it's terrible. Like every time for example, earlier in the year when I took a bit of a break, they look at my socials and see, okay, when she's not streaming, and they try to line it up to when I'm not streaming. If I disappear for like a week or so, and then they're like, oh, this is why she's quit, because she's getting sued. So they always got their eyes on me, and then it's just really terrible because there's just so many victims and people who some of them think I'm behind it. And it's just like a lot, like every day when it's really prominent, like it is right now, I just like open my socials and it's people calling me all names under the sun, thinking I've hacked them or I'm behind it, and it's really bad. Jagex and Twitch, I've tried to reach out to try fix it, and not really
in this situation, there's not a lot they can do, is it? Is there?
No. So the only thing, like Blizzard had an issue with it, and from my understanding, they hired someone at Twitch to just look after their categories, to ban the fake streams. But I don't think Jagex has that kind of budget, or they can't justify it. So it's just been going on, and it's in both categories. The problem is with old school, most people are aware of it already, but RS3 people are a bit more naive to it because hasn't been going on for as long. So like, there's a lot of people that have fallen for it.
Crazy.
Sucks.
Because
But
if you're like a really big fan of yours, and then like they checked on socials and you haven't clicked going live, and then they see a Twitch stream and it's like it's Miss Liddles, but there's a one instead of an I. Like it would be very hard to see that, right? And then you would just click on it, like I know me, I wouldn't be signing up to any random forums and shit, but
it's just gonna ask you bank pen.
Yeah, it's exactly right, exactly. But I can see how easy it would be, like to be able to do that. And even if you just get one or two people, like they could hit the jackpot with some of these people that like really genuinely care about you and really want to know what's going on and see if they can help. And they have a couple of bill worth of stuff. And now
that's
it's all
what these
gone.
scammers though do, like across every sort of way of scamming, is they prey on people's emotions and things like that.
Yeah.
It's very much so. It's that people who are like, oh no, Liddles is quitting. Let's see why. Or it's the others who have no idea who I am, but they say they're doing. I'm apparently doing a giveaway of my whole bank, and they click on it because they want to win the giveaway.
Yeah.
So it's not always
That's
people
wild.
who know who I am. It's wild. It sucks.
Damn.
I don't know what to do.
Yeah, because it's like, what can you do, right? Besides just have to sit there every day.
I think
and
the best thing is you're open about what's happening and you talk about it.
Yeah, true. Very true.
Just got to try and let as many people know as possible. Basically.
So to change to something a bit more positive, well, it wasn't completely positive. Tell us about the experience of moving to New Zealand.
Oh, just as the pandemic started, So I've been planning to move since the start of the year, really. It was in the back of my mind even before then.
I was going to say, because you were talking to me about it late last year.
Yeah. I just wanted a new start because this wasn't really happening in Sydney. My apartment kept flooding, and I was scared if I moved, I wouldn't have good enough internet, and I just felt a bit trapped there. And I don't know, I just wanted a more chill lifestyle, and I really like the outdoors and good internet. So New Zealand has both. But
all you have to do is look at your Instagram or your Twitter to see how much you're enjoying that country.
Oh yeah,
it's like 100% pure New Zealand out at this point.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous.
They should have hired you and not Loser Fruit for that commercial. Because you would have genuinely been out there, not sitting at your computer. You would have been out there going, look, it's the greatest.
I literally can open the curtain here, and there's a volcano and the most beautiful view outside.
Like, look at this. It's the greatest RPG ever.
It is. Yeah, it's so sunny. Like, I'm so happy to be here, but it was real stressful moving because, I think it was it the 24th of March? My first flight, because I was going with Virgin, they did the travel, they cancelled their flight. So I had to rebook. And I booked for the 24th of March. And that was the day that New Zealand went into lockdown. Forgive me, I could be like a bit wrong on the dates, but
It was they were early as hell.
they were early as hell. I like called up immigration. I was on the phone to them for like 4 hours, like so many times, and I got cleared on the NZ immigration side of it. But then ScoMo said that at midday, there was going to be a travel ban on Australians. So my flight was set to leave at 11:50. It was delayed, and it was very touch and go. I didn't know if I could get out of the country or not. And I'll never forget, like, we were all just lining up to get onto the flight, and most people there were Kiwis going back home. But there was like, I didn't see any other Australians. I know. But like, yeah, they weren't letting a lot of people on, and then they put me to the side and cleared up, and I didn't know if I was going to get screwed over by ScoMo because the travel bags were 10 minutes past the deadline. But I made it. I got in and I went into self-ISO, played a lot of RuneScape, baked a lot of cakes at 3 a.m. for like, goodness, a month.
And you managed to get in before New Zealand did the managed isolation too, right? So you were in self-isolation, right?
Yeah, so I was in self-isolation, and I think I arrived that evening, and then midnight that night was when the whole country went in. Was it? I think it was, no, I had 2 weeks of just isolation, and everyone else had to self-isolate as well on top of that. Yeah, no, that's correct.
Because because at the moment, like I think it was from early April, you fly into New Zealand and you go straight to a hotel.
Oh, right. No, I didn't do that.
You're in managed isolation, like literally with security guards and everything.
Oh,
like,
no, I didn't have to do that. Sorry.
Yeah, you were one of the lucky ones that managed to get around that and go straight to a house.
Yeah. It was really, really touch and go. Like there was no coaches, nothing, because I had to travel a bit from Auckland. So my housemate had to like pick us up and drive us there, or else we just we'd be stuck. Yeah.
That's crazy.
It was crazy, but I made it.
And what was that isolation experience like for you, being new to the country and going straight into probably the hardest lockdown the world saw?
It was tough because like I knew what I had to do. I knew I had to stay home. That it's tough when you when you just move to a new country and you so badly want to like go out and explore and see how beautiful it is. But I just stayed home for 2 weeks. Like we weren't allowed to go to the supermarket, nothing, because it was very strict isolation.
Yeah.
Like for the first week, I don't think I even went out for a walk because I wasn't sure if I could go out.
Yeah, kind of safe.
Yeah, pretty much. And then like just going to the supermarket after 2 weeks, once a week, was exciting, which was very weird. But it was really, really tough because, like I said, just want to go out and see things. And we didn't for like a good month, 6 weeks. We didn't leave. And then the first thing we went to was a bloody prawn theme park. It was wild.
Oh, that was amazing. But after being in isolation for so long, like a prawn theme park sounds awesome.
It was hilarious. It was good fun. But I've managed to go out and see a little bit since then. I'll
tell you, one of the funniest conversations I had with you since you've been there was the conversation about getting used to different foods and products and stuff like that, being in a new country. Like I know when I came to Australia, like your branded products on your shelves confused the hell out of me because I was just like, nothing that I like is available here, right?
Yes, exactly. And like the milk, for example, Anchor milk just looks like washing machine liquid. Why is it in like a white?
It's the bottle. It's got a super stylized bottle.
I wish I had a bottle.
You never think about it, eh? You never think about it at all. Because I haven't been overseas that often, but like you never think about the food and everything, and you get there and you're like, "What is happening?"
What
you go to like a supermarket and just nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
Pineapple lumps are the greatest candy in the world. That's what they are, Liddles.
I don't like the texture. It's just like it's too foamy. Apparently, you're supposed to put them in the fridge, but it's like how I envision eating like a mattress or something. It's not nice. The texture. Terrible.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like
what
the
a-
mint
that's
ones
what
they
a-
release, but
That's what a panda mattress tastes like.
yeah, pretty much.
I don't even know what they are, but I'm not that excited about it, to be honest.
No, don't
Well, I
be.
remember when Corlin sent you some candy, Jack, and you just looked at it and you went, "You want this?"
Oh yeah, yeah. Some of those weird fish and all that stuff.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
they were.
Chocolate
fish.
fish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chocolate fish are delicious.
Gosh, yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Not a fan.
I don't know.
They
about
like to
that.
coat things with chocolate,
Everything's covered in chocolate in New Zealand.
pineapple, everything.
Oh my god. Well,
Yeah.
yeah. That's cool though, because now you're at home, you're all settled, got double
Yeah.
XP right around the corner. That starts tonight, yeah.
Yeah, midnight here, so I've still got to go buy some snacks. Definitely not pineapple lumps, but the major part of double XP for me is just for example, like we're in the lounge room, we've got all our laptops set up with the TV. It's a big like social event for us because we all play RuneScape. But we got to we're gonna buy like
that's
a whole
mad.
platter of food and big budget. It's a lot of fun.
So
When
you're
I'm
not
on
going to be
stream,
in your
yeah.
room streaming. You'll be.
Both. So I'm going to be streaming it, but because I'm doing a really boring skill and I don't have a cosplay this time because I'm really underprepared. I'm going to also be spending a lot of time just with my housemates and playing as well.
That's awesome.
So they're all going to be on stream as well?
Nah.
So you're doing this all off stream, are you?
Off stream. And then I'll be streaming as well in here. Yeah.
That's cool.
That
What
sounds
skill are
amazing.
you doing this time? What are you working on?
Divination. It's really boring.
Ah.
Yeah. Divination and construction.
It's such a
maybe.
beautiful skill, and like
It
the
is.
areas that you do it in are all so beautiful. The skill cape's so beautiful,
My favorite.
but it's just so boring and seems rather pointless.
Yeah, it really is. I'm
It
still going for
sucks.
a 120, so I figured I'd get that out of the way first.
Shit. Yeah,
But
fair
like,
enough.
I really want it. I want to buy like the cape. Hold on, I don't know if you've seen the cape I have in the corner, but I
Yeah,
have a
I've
Slayer
seen it.
cape, and I really want to buy the div one. But
Yeah.
like, I'm not.
The 120 div cape is probably my favorite for sure.
It will go with my room, so
Yeah, it
like I
will.
have to get it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You will get it. You
I
will.
Maybe
be a
not
good
this
time.
double XP, but I will get it.
Oh my god. I still haven't even
All right.
matched yet. Well, there you go. It's plenty of time.
So, must be time for us to start talking about some news.
Mm.
And this morning, the big news we can't get away from.
Yeah.
The doc
The
is
doc.
back.
I've just
He is
opened his YouTube channel now to have a look, and there's still 20,000 people watching. He's been
it-
streaming for 5 hours
Is
of
it
just
still
his
live? Is it?
Lamborghini at the petrol station, and it's raining.
Yeah, so it's
Is that
literally it's literally just a repeating animated GIF of it's a high quality repeating
wow.
animation.
Oh, it's
Uh,
nuts. It
The
looks good.
audio though, all the clues are in the audio.
Yeah.
So if you have a listen, it's got this full-on retro 80s music as you normally get with him, but it has like radio voice breaks come in.
Oh.
Yeah, and talking about the doc, does he still have it, and all this sort of thing. And then there was one that was earlier that sounds like the doc's returning tomorrow.
Okay.
Mm.
Oh.
And he actually tweeted not long after that voice break went out, and I think it was we're back tomorrow or something like that.
On YouTube.
Oh, tomorrow we arrive was what he tweeted.
Yeah. I'm actually
Wow.
hyped. I really, really like watching him stream.
Yeah.
Like, I really do. I used
I
to like,
mean, I've-
just have
I've
him
been
on
critical-
in the background.
I've
all
been
over-
critical
all
in the
time.
past of the silly things he has done, right? So like the whole toilet video camera thing was just dumb.
What was he thinking? Yeah.
Yeah, it was just dumb. I mean, it wasn't, but I don't think anything, maybe apart from the wife issue, nothing he's done has been an intentional, I'm trying to piss people off. I'm trying to break the rules thing. It's all just been
No.
dumb things.
Yeah.
Just the whole toilet thing was sort of one of those, like, just at an event, they were sort of just hyped about streaming, right? And it's just one of those silly
I mean,
things.
as we publicly talked about this when it happened, is that was the prime example why influencers at events need an influencer manager there
Mhm.
to just make sure they're not doing dumb things.
Especially because he's like in character. He
Yeah.
Totally. And he's one of
Exactly.
arguably the best characters on,
Yeah.
I was going to say on Twitch, but streaming characters.
True.
And
But
he's,
what do
he's,
you
he's
think about like the whole YouTube, Twitch, Facebook kind of thing, right? Because I saw some tweets and I agreed with what they were saying. Like Facebook and YouTube came out and they were like, we aren't like paying for anyone like Shroud or Ninja or the Doc or whatever. Like YouTube was saying that as well.
Yeah.
I
think it's more of a situation that options are getting slimmer now. Like Mixer was the fourth party that came in and was like, right, we're going to start spending money. And once they started spending money, it forced everybody else's hand to start spending money.
And it didn't work, so.
Because you saw Ninja. Ninja went live on YouTube and jumped up to like a lot, like a really big numbers, and then like ended his stream really quickly. So it was almost like he was doing that and being like, YouTube.
Oh,
like,
he was making a point.
Look at the numbers I can pull. And they still went, okay.
Oh, yeah, because he's on Twitch now.
Now he's on Twitch.
I find it really weird that like he still had to apply for affiliate.
Yeah, he got affiliate this week.
I mean, you hope so, but like, because wouldn't he make a lot of money just like for Twitch if they're just giving him partnership and affiliate on his first stream back, or is it that his point?
They're all playing a game at the moment, especially when it comes to Ninja, right? So Ninja is jumping from platform to platform to make a point to all of them and going, hey, look how much viewers I can get for this short stream. And I think the platforms are also making a point back saying, hey, you're new to us.
Yeah, have some affiliate.
Yeah. So they're all sort of playing chicken. I think eventually one of them are going to have to bite the bullet and pay him.
I don't know. He streamed on Twitch for a long time yesterday.
How long did he stream on Twitch for?
Like a good couple of hours.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, like
a reasonable stream.
Yeah, reasonable stream, but it's still a short stream for Ninja. He was a marathon streamer.
Yeah, he was a 10-hour a day almost. 12 hours a day kind of
thing. I mean, look,
so.
I wouldn't be surprised in the next couple of weeks if we see him do a stream on Facebook.
Yeah.
Interesting how that would go. Because, like, with Facebook, isn't most of his viewers kids, teenagers? Wouldn't like him Facebook live streaming. Do they like? I don't know if I'm just a boomer, but I find it. I can't imagine like kids watching on there and like their names are all showing. And am I being a boomer?
I mean, look, I think you're right with that. Like, I think the viewership on Facebook generally skews a wee bit older.
Yeah.
Because it isn't an easy platform to hide your name on. You've got to go and make a Facebook page and then watch as that page.
Yeah.
Hey, look, he might just end up on D Live or Caffeine.
Something random, yeah. I reckon like to me, I think like him on YouTube would probably be the best. Like he's already got the following there, he's already killing it. Like but I guess like who knows, he might like streaming on Twitch more, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I mean YouTube live streaming for PewDiePie.
Yeah.
So and we're starting to see the adoption from a viewer side of things, where viewers are starting to accept YouTube as a live gaming platform now, where it was very hard for YouTubers to pull those same sort of numbers as they were pulling on Twitch once upon a time.
Whereas YouTube now is like flying with it. Yeah. So I think that's probably why, like,
well, because you've also got like Musalk and Matt locally who are signed.
Yeah, and Laserbeam and everyone else. So there's a lot of people there that are already absolutely killing it and bringing in a lot of viewers. So it's like if we pay Ninja or we don't, or we pay Doc or we don't, it's sort of like whatever. But
what's the discoverability like on YouTube though? Because like when I just go to youtube.com, again, probably being a boomer, but it's majority of stuff showcase is just videos, and I might have some like 24/7 synthwave, retro rave, cyberpunk music, live radio, but I don't know how to like actually find live streams of people playing
algorithm,
games.
so their
Is it
algorithm definitely works based on what you watch.
Oh, okay.
So if you're listening to a lot of synthwave via YouTube, that's what they're going to deliver you.
Okay, so to look for gaming streams, you'd have to just go through.
They've got the gaming tab now.
Yeah, they've got like YouTube Gaming, which is like a separate kind of thing that shows the streams.
Yeah, but in saying that, the discoverability is not as good as Twitch, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I always get a notification when PewDiePie goes live, and it's probably because I watch Pewds every other day.
Yeah.
But I don't just randomly come across live streams on there.
Yeah. No, I'm just looking.
I've never really seen it, eh? I'm on YouTube like a little bit here and there, but not all the time. So I guess maybe I'm not, getting shown as many live streams and stuff. But the only live streams I've ever watched in there is like someone I follow on Twitter is like, I'm streaming now, and then I click on it, or like the doc thing, or the Ninja, like because people are talking about it. So that's why I clicked on there. But I think like the doc streaming on here, this will be something that I'll definitely watch.
I think
this will convert me a little bit for sure.
This is going to be a good move for YouTube. Like, it's going to be good for YouTube. YouTube aren't going to pay him a cent because he's the one backed into a corner right now.
Yeah.
But I think he's going to do well. Like, you just see the big donations that were getting dropped on him today for doing nothing.
Oh, really? Like already?
Wow.
Yeah.
There's heaps of subscribers. I know it's different, like the paying ones, whatever it is. Support, show support or whatever, but there's a lot of those coming through still right now, and he's like just streaming it with the same image. Pretty wild.
Yeah. I'd love to know why he was taken off Twitch, but I feel like we'll never know what happens.
It's weird, right?
Eventually I think we will find out. Someone's going to talk.
You reckon it's nothing like legal where they just...
I think it's definitely legal. Yeah? I think it's definitely legal. But the thing with legal stuff is once proceedings go into place, it starts getting public.
Oh, okay. I see.
Because public records become a thing at that point. And that's once we'll start finding out exactly what's going down.
So like months, years, or...
In America, could be years.
Okay. Right.
God damn. I'm kind of interested, eh? Like, I'm sure it's not really going to affect anyone else, but everyone's sort of sitting there going, "Oh, it'd be cool to know just a little bit."
Yeah,
just a little bit.
Yeah, well, I tweeted about his live stream this morning, and the first response I got was, "Oh, before I watch it, I'd like to know why he was kicked off Twitch." I was like, "Why is that your business?" I mean, yes, we all want to know, but why would that stop you from watching the live stream?
Exactly.
I don't know. I guess if it was bad enough or whatever, like
I think if it was an allegation,
their opinion or something, you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, if it was a bad allegation, like what a lot of people initially suspected because of the week it happened was not a good week on Twitch.
Yeah.
I think if it had been an allegation, we would have publicly found out by now. Somebody would have said something.
Yeah. True.
Yeah.
Very true. But yeah. Well, that's the doc. I guess we can talk about Ninja next. So there was just different sort of ways. Get these two out of the road. But I guess it's the whole Ninja on Twitch again, and I put in there congrats. Shout out to Ninja on being an affiliate again. I saw him, even he tweeted that, which I thought was pretty funny. But I think he had an average of 70 to 75,000 viewers for his whole stream. And then it was congratulations on being an affiliate.
Yeah, the funniest tweet I actually saw was from our mate, Little Miss Vixen, who she's not a huge streamer, but she tweeted, "Hey, thanks for everybody for watching my stream tonight. We hosted a new streamer to Twitch, someone called Ninja."
Never heard of him.
That's mad.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. But yeah, he just did a Fortnite stream with Dr. Lupo. Just chilling with his measly almost 15 million followers still, which is pretty wild. I wanted to I wanted to ask, because I'm not too sure. I thought about this the other day. When someone's channel is deleted, like his was like completely removed,
His was removed.
can you still unfollow the channel?
I don't know. But
I don't know. Yeah,
'Cause
I would
don't-
assume when they deleted his channel that would have stopped. Like, actually, I will quickly log into Twitch.
Because I know he wouldn't have been able to
Because-
get any new followers, but I don't know anywhere in my dashboard or anywhere else I can go and unfollow. I can turn notifications off, but if you can't actually open their channel and go to their channel to click the unfollow button, like, can you actually unfollow them?
I'm not sure.
Okay,
Because
so this is
full conspiracy theory. But what
so
if
I've
they
just
knew
logged
he
in
would come
and-
back at some stage?
Yeah.
Like, whether it would be in a year or 2 years after his contract, or he'd already said, hey, look, I'm going to come back. I just want to get some bank. And they went, fair enough. What if we just delete your channel? That means no one can unfollow you.
Mm.
And then when you come back, because he's got still the same amount of followers.
And it
Like
says welcome back.
14.7 million or 14.6 or whatever it was. Like, it's not
Yeah.
like 6 million people have gone, he's not coming back, unfollow.
Yeah, I feel like it maybe just froze his account for now,
Yeah.
knowing that something would happen. Because it says welcome back. I don't know if that's not normal for.
So
a
I just went into his account. I haven't been to his channel since he's been back,
Yeah.
and I'm already following him. So
Yeah.
he kept all of his followers.
Exactly. Well, he's at 14.9. 14,932,000. And that was at 14,700,000 yesterday or something. But he did a 2-hour stream yesterday or the day before. And then last year was like a 6-hour stream. But that's what I mean. Like, his channel was like completely removed.
Mm.
So you couldn't even go to it at all. Like, he'd been permabanned. And you couldn't unfollow him. I can't imagine you could have unfollowed him. So I'm like, it's a pretty.
Where were you seeing the welcome back?
Pretty cool play by Twitch, I guess.
In his tweet where he's like, "Oh, we made it to affiliate," and it says "Welcome back, Ninja." So, because they've messed with his channel before. Remember when he switched over to Mixer and then it was just showing suggested Fortnite streamers?
Yeah.
So they have like full control of our channels to just adjust and edit things, I'm assuming.
Mm. For sure they would. But yeah, anyway.
I didn't realize his missus was a streamer as well.
Yeah.
Oh.
I've been following her for a long time as well. A couple of years.
Oh,
Yeah,
because she helps him manage, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
She does like cooking streams and heaps of cool shit, so.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. I've just dropped the follow on her.
Hell yeah.
Well,
there you go.
Just thought I'd help the Blevins family out. Give them
Help
a
them out
follow.
a little bit. They're struggling.
They're doing it tough.
The next thing I thought we'd talk about is again Fall Guys, but more around the data of what they've been doing. Kind of just looking at the Steam charts really, but most played games on Steam. They're sitting at 3rd.
Under.
Well, this is just the overall Steam Steam chart.
Wow.
So I guess in a 24-hour peak, maybe. I don't really know what this is showing right now, but
I mean, look at the stream charts. They're
Twitch views.
The peak that they hit was over 500,000 players.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
And this is an indie game, right?
Mm.
Yeah, it's a Devolver Digital game. So it's amazing success. I mean, also explains why their socials the way it is, being a Devolver
of course,
published game.
I think they peaked
Devolver's
at like
amazing.
nearly 100,000 concurrent players in Steam, but the Twitch viewers was up like well over 500,000.
Yeah.
Because you can look at like all of the beta. Look at the beta period as well. Then it sort of dropped off. No one was really playing it, and then it went.
How come
oh,
it's going from like, if you look at that first spike, it goes from 500,000 and then bang right down to 16,000 views. Is that did Twitch go offline or something? Look at that massive drop.
Yeah. No,
What's
so
that
they've been
about?
having a lot of issues with their servers
Oh,
because
servers. Okay,
so
that
many
explains it.
people have been like,
Oh,
having issues. So I think
too
like
popular.
everyone's been playing
Yeah,
it, and then the
I
servers
don't
go
think
offline,
that
so there's no
they
one streaming it, and then goes back up again.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
they just didn't anticipate that this game was going to be as
Yeah.
big as it was.
Yeah, that's
Hell
fair.
no. Even last night, I downloaded it and I was like, I'm hyped to play it. And then the first hour of my stream, we were just chilling and chatting because we couldn't get on because they tweeted like, yeah, servers are down. We're trying to fix it.
Wow.
And they done that like heaps of times as well.
Mm.
But I just don't think they expected that many people to be playing, you know?
Yeah.
So it's pretty wild. Like an indie, I guess an indie title, right?
Yeah.
With just a couple of betas, and it just went mental. Be pretty scary.
This is a really good example though. Like there's this old mantra in video games, and this actually came from the Nintendo Sega era of video games. And the mantra goes like this: "It's the name of the game is the game," which basically means that if you've got an awesome game and it's just fun and people enjoy it, it doesn't have to be by the best publisher. It doesn't have to be even the best looking game sometimes. As long as it's a fun game, people will love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's
I mean,
what
I
Fall
think it's
Guys
a bit
is.
hard-
That's exactly what it
Yeah,
is.
I think it's a bit harder this day and age to be able to get your game in front of people if you're a small indie developer because the market's just saturated. But you do see games like this that just break straight through that. And I think this was a good combination of good PR as well. Like making sure almost every Twitch streamer in the world had access to it during the beta was a huge deal.
True. Very true. And this too, it's like it's so colorful and like it's just fun. It's just dumb. Like anyone can play. There's really no skill gap whatsoever. Like anyone can jump in and play, which is perfect. And then you've got like currently right now, like a lot of the biggest, not a lot, but some of the biggest Twitch streamers right now and YouTubers are people that stream these types of games. Like, they just find the fun, dumb games they can play with their community and just meme it. And that's like their whole thing.
Yeah.
All of them. So
the big thing as well that you need to point out here is the game's currently only available on PS4 and Steam, right? It's still going to be released on Xbox, which it will come to. And I can totally see this blowing up again when it gets to Switch.
Oh, yeah, it'd be great on the Switch.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's all the good Switch games. I mean, there's a few that people like will just grind, like what's it? Animal Crossing, right? People will sit there and just grind that game. But most handheld games that are successful are ones that you can just jump in, have some fun, and put it down and walk away from it.
Yeah.
So this is going to be amazing once it hits Switch.
But yeah, I just thought it was cool. Just another one of those games that's just you sort of didn't even really know about, and then boom.
Do you think as well that the success of games like this and Animal Crossing and a lot of the feel-good games totally down to the world that we're currently living in, where the real world really fucking sucks at the moment?
Animal Crossing is just what we needed during speaking of myself, like during isolation, Just Dance and Animal Crossing just got me through it. Perfect.
Yeah.
It's just like it's such an innocent, lovely game.
Yeah. And I mean, and Fall Guys is well, people totally rage out playing it. I've seen a couple of hilarious streams, but it isn't a aggressive game.
Yeah,
it's just a fun game, and I think that's totally an element of why it's taking off is the world we're living in at the moment. People want to escape the pandemic and some of the aggression, and politics at the moment is through the roof. And
yeah.
That's what I was saying last night when I was streaming it. It's just a fun, easy game that's super colorful and super dumb, but there's like 50 levels, so you can play it for a good 4 or 5 hours and still not really feel the repetitiveness of it.
It doesn't have a huge learning curve, so almost anybody can jump in there and play it.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it's actually fantastic. So, yeah, And then
Hey,
I
do
guess the
we?
last thing. Sorry, what was that?
No. Go ahead.
I was gonna say the last thing I wanted to talk about was World of Warcraft.
Oh, this one's a sweet one.
Very cool. Very, very cool. So Reckful was, I guess, one of the, I don't know, biggest,
Definitely.
one of them. Anyway, yeah, so Byron or Reckful, who passed away last month, I think it was, started last month. So yeah, sort of just took the World of Warcraft community and even the greater gaming community just it was in shock. Like even if you
Yeah.
didn't really watch World of Warcraft, you'd most likely heard of him in one way or the other, just on YouTube or on Twitch or wherever. And they've added an NPC into World of Warcraft. It's just Reckful. Just says Reckful above it, and he's a rogue trainer. So you can go up, and there's like a small dialogue. You can have like a chat with his NPC, and then just sort of move on.
One of the dialogues I
from
saw was, one of the dialogues I saw was, "It's good to see you again."
Yeah, I saw that. It was really sweet.
And there's his little character. I don't know if that's like built off his whatever he used to his build was, or what his kind of character looked like, and those types of things. But yeah, I just thought that was something really cool. Something really, really cool. I always love seeing this stuff. So
yeah, I think we've seen a fair bit of this lately too. Like we had the conversation on last week's show, Jack, about the guy No Pixel who passed away, who they put a memorial up to him in the game and stuff like that. So
yeah,
I think it's awesome when these developers are sort of embracing that too. I know it happened a few years ago as well when a big YouTuber passed away and they put him into what's that game? We went to the party at PAX with the guys a few years ago, the Canadian developers.
Oh, Warframe?
Warframe, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a big YouTuber passed away and they've put a tribute to him in Warframe. Yeah,
it's
awesome.
Cool. It's really cool, especially people that have brought so much to the game and brought so much to their community as well. So it's just in a shitty time, it's just a good feels good kind of thing, you know. It kind of just feels right. So yeah, just for those that hadn't seen it, very cool, very, very, very cool stuff. Yeah, that's kind of all I had on the news. There's really too much crazy stuff going on. So
do we have any questions this week?
No.
No questions this week?
I didn't tweet it out because I'm terrible and we've been working on the webinar and this was like, we can't do it yesterday. We got to do it Friday morning. I was like, God damn it. So I'm sorry.
It was a rough week this week.
Yeah.
All right. So how about we talk about what we're looking forward to in the coming week?
Ooh.
Liddles, what have you got coming up this week that you're looking forward to?
Double XP for a whole week.
Because they've changed it, haven't they? Because double XP used to be just 72 hours, double XP, and now it's 72 hours, but over a week? Or is it
now 48 hours over 10 days? So people who are working weekends or busy on a weekend, they can still play. You can actually pause the timer for an hour now to go do stuff in game. So I'm going to be just nerding out for the next 10 days playing RuneScape. It's probably what I'm most looking forward to as well. Hopefully there's a few things I'm looking forward to arriving for the room, my stream room. It's almost done, so I can do a great big unveiling of it, but fingers crossed soon. I need some new lights and stuff, so that'll be fun. Make it all my home. I'm looking forward to that.
I'm excited. I'm excited to see the YouTube video, huh?
Yeah, back on YouTube. Never thought I'd say that, but
oh really? Yeah, right, okay.
Yeah, I was locked out of my YouTube for years because I'm useless, but I managed to get back in, so I want to get a little bit back into it.
So we're going to get the new stream room tour, are we?
Yep, absolutely.
We'll have to make sure we get some stuff sent over to her in time, Jack.
All right, we can do that. We can do that.
Yeah, I'll sort that out. Well, I've got something I've actually been working on, Jack. I don't know if I've told you, but I spent the last couple of days working on some overlays and stuff, and I'm going to look at doing some streaming myself.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
All
right. Yeah.
What are you going to stream?
So I've decided I'm going to lean into what I've always sort of really been super passionate about, and I'm going to do some retro gaming streams.
Cool.
Yeah, so I've done some overlays that are full on 90s themed, and got some hilarious GIFs in there, and yeah, so I'm going to be doing that. I haven't decided on what platform. I was considering giving Facebook a go because that's where the older market is. So I'm still deciding if it's going to be Facebook or if I'm going to stream on Twitch or what. We'll see.
Yeah.
Oh, you have to
See what
let me
happens,
know
eh?
when you go live.
Yeah, I
Figure it
got to
out.
see if I can. I got to see if I can get some 90s music or 90s style music that I can have playing in the background that I'm not going to get a
I'm in trouble.
takedown notice for.
Yeah. There's plenty of music out there at the moment, though. Just got to find it.
Yeah.
Just got to find it.
What about yourself, Jack? What have you been up to? What are you up to this week?
I don't know. I haven't really thought about it, to be honest, but I want to check out some more VR stuff. There's so much in the world of VR, so many games. Had a friend last night show me how to download custom songs for Beat Saber, so I'm keen to download some actual stuff that I know and get amongst it. So
once you start getting into those mod packs, it's all over, bro.
When it really gets wild. So yep, that's what I'm doing.
Amazing.
That's what I'm doing. So. Yeah.
Cool.
That's it.
Awesome. So that's us for this week. Liddles, tell the people where they can find you, where they can follow you, where they can watch your streams and your YouTubes and everything.
Yeah, well, I mean, YouTube, everything is just basically twitch.tv/Liddles, but then all my other socials I've just updated, so I need to double check. Twitter is Liddles TV, Facebook is Liddles TV, Instagram as well, and then YouTube is just youtube.com/Liddles. But I'm mostly on Twitch. Of everything. Yeah.
So follow Liddles on all of their socials. Go hit that follow and the subscribe button on her Twitch. And you can follow myself and Jack as well. Follow me at FidMcAwesome on everything. And Jack?
It's just Jack Hutto and everything. Easy.
Yep. And you can follow Go2Game as well. We're on Twitter at Go2Game. We're on Instagram at goto.game. And on Facebook, if you just hit up goto.game, we'll be the first one that comes up on there. And of course, you can find everything about us, plus news and reviews and opinions from our awesome team of writers, www.goto.game. And that's us for another week.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Liddles.
Oh, thank you for joining us, Liddles.
I haven't been on anything like this before.
And do me a favor and go buy a kiwi meat pie for me and eat it and tell me how delicious it was. And then
good. The pastry is so much better. I love it. We get pies all the time. Sunday morning, go get a pie. Or we go road trip, get a pie. They're way better. Yeah.
Before we finish the show, I have to tell you a story about how when Jack and I went over for Armageddon one year, I was like, Jack, you have to try a pie in New Zealand. It was myself and FaZe Has went down. We bought what did we get? Like 9 pies or something.
I think so, yeah.
And Jack refused to eat it.
No, it's because we just had dinner and I couldn't.
Right.
I just had like some massive steak dinner or something, and I was like, no. Yeah.
Because in Australia, it's just like meat pie. Whereas you go over here, you just go into a pie shop and there's like beef, there's steak and cheese, all different types of meat and pies you can get. Like it's just a whole shop of pies. You don't just get
I don't normally eat chicken pies. I don't think chicken pies are good pies generally, but BP Connect in New Zealand has the most amazing butter chicken pie you will ever have in your entire life.
Just wouldn't think going to a petrol station, a pie there you'd really trust, but it's just great. I've had some. They're really nice.
Yep.
All right. I'm coming back sometime soon and we'll get some pies. It'll be a good time.
Oh, definitely. Next time we're over there, we have to hang out with Liddles.
Yeah. That'd be awesome.
100%. All right.
All right, that's us. See you next week.
Thank you.